Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. I have a really big video to film. I'm a little bit overwhelmed now that I've already sat down, got started, pulled things out. So from the title, you can gather that we're gonna be talking about the very best drugstore makeup and part of my process with this whole great big declutter, which I will link below part 1, part 2, because I have ripped this room apart and I tour you guys around. And I literally took every single item, every piece of makeup out of every drawer, and I really, thought long and hard, because I have, attachment to makeup, of what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to pass on. And it really showcased a lot of my drugstore favorites that have been favorites for years and years and years. And then newer things I've discovered over the past year and even in the past couple of months that I just love so much that I really reach for over and over on a daily basis. So who doesn't like a budget-friendly find that you can, wander on down to CVS and pick up? So I thought today I would share with you an updated, oh, F me, no, I did not mean to do that. Updated drugstore makeup guide. Who's in? Who wants to see everything that is in here? Because there's a lot. This is kind of like if you were to phone me up and be like, hey Tati, I want to buy some makeup. We're going to go to the drugstore. Can you tell me what is the best? I'm going to tell you what the best is. So let's just do that. Wow. She's got an awful lot of recommendations. Whew. Right, you guys. So we're gonna start out with primers, and I know that you have all heard me talk about this right here. This is the Monistat Chaffing Gel. I would not use this every single day. It can potentially clog your pores because it is very just solid dimethicone. I love using this though when I need a very pore-free type of a look and I wanna lock in my makeup. It works like a dream. It's really funny though, when I was doing the whole clean out, one of the gals from Practically Perfect LA, they, came and helped me with this room, had set this kind of up on the counter, and I think was kind of oh, why does she have some Monistat in here? Okay. And I'm it's primer. It's the best. You put it on your face. And I got kind of a weird look, which anybody that is not into makeup the way that I am would probably do the same thing, but thought it was kind of funny. Anyway, this is so good. Okay, moving from there, I want to give a shout out to the Photo Focus Face Primer. You guys, this is a really good one. It does have a little bit of that kind of white thing going on that I typically do not like when it's an SPF and actually changes the color of your skin. But as you can see, this just melts in perfectly clear and it is great. It really does help your makeup go on smoother, last longer, and I'm all about it. The other one that I do really enjoy is hiding here somewhere. Oh my gosh, why did I dump all this out? Okay, here we go. Prime and Fine from Catrice. Now this is a dupe for the Tarte Pore Filling Primer that I love so much. It has a more whipped texture, so it's not as thick. This actually gives you this nice velvety kind of a finish. It really fills in your lines, your pores, and it just makes your skin so smooth that your makeup goes on beautifully, and it's $6.99. So this is really great. Love it so very much. Let's very, very briefly go over foundation. I'm actually wearing Kokie foundation today. I am wearing 40W. I did mix in a little bit of Laura Mercier in Cashew just to lighten it up a little bit, but I love this, you guys. It just wears beautifully. It doesn't look overly cakey. It covers nicely, and it's one of my favorites, along with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. If I've talked a lot about any one particular product, I'm not gonna stay here too terribly long. I'm gonna kind of list in the description box your full-on guide, but I couldn't make this video without mentioning this foundation. This smells like paint thinner, but will make you look marvelous, and you will look good in photos. The other one that I just have so much love for this product, you guys, I cannot. This is the Mega Cushion Foundation from Wet n Wild. You can take a sponge, kind of dunk it in here, and then apply this to the skin really easily. It will not make you break out. I don't know, on my days off, I love reaching for this. And then I recently discovered, gosh, I don't know if I'm posting it or not, but in tomorrow's potential video, I kind of had a bit of a cry session through the day, which normally does not happen. I'm testing out a product and then I had a rough day. I was crying and I sit down, and while I'm kind of talking through some life stuff with you guys, I actually managed to touch up my makeup. In the middle of it, I was kind of hey, when you screw up your makeup, here's what you can do. And I just kind of went for it. And this fixed my tear-stained, blotchy makeup like that. Even though I had powder on top of it and it was halfway through the day, it just kind of fixed the situation so I didn't feel like when I went to dinner that night that everyone was like looking at me like, oh, she's been crying, you know, because that doesn't feel good. So this is a great product. All right, for concealer, you guys already know I have my favorites. I'm gonna link my I'm only keeping 10 below because I really love drugstore concealer. I have to say the Catrice is one of my favorites. Obviously the Maybelline Age Rewind, Maybelline Fit Me, I would recommend as well, even though I didn't keep that one. And as far as like a range of color that is better, the LA Girl concealers are still really, really good. I was online and I was kind of looking at their shade range. If you're looking for something kind of under 10 bucks, full coverage, wears nicely, I would recommend that one as well. All right, so she's like a speed demon right now. I'm really getting through it and to it. Oh, I forgot to mention this one right here, the Maybelline Superstay. I have to tell you guys, when I went to Palm Springs, I forgot foundation and I was kind of snapping about it and I was like, wait, how do I, lover of all makeup, so obsessed with makeup, forget foundation when I know I have like fancy dinner plans with my husband and I want to take photos and be like out and about and on the town. And I forgot foundation, and really, it's not like I was gonna like drive on down to a Sephora. Like we're kind of in the desert and doing whatever. So I went to CVS and I was like, what can I buy? What can I buy? And I was like, you know what? I want some long wear, full coverage. Got another bottle of this and it's so good. It really impressed me, even in the desert where like it would normally melt off. It's just very long wearing and beautiful on the skin. Let's chat about powder for a moment. Ooh, who doesn't love a little good powder? Coty Airspun, diehard fan, will be forever and ever and ever. And then the Stay Matte from Rimmel, I have shared with you guys so many times that I love taking a crease brush and kind of swirling it in the pan and then just getting around the nose, getting on the T-zone, getting in the areas that are more shiny. That way you're not like doing the whole face. Okay. I have more powder, okay? I just have to share this with you guys. Milani does have a very good powder foundation. I don't use powder foundation that much, but if I really want extra coverage on whatever I'm already wearing, I will use something like this. And then for touch-ups throughout the day, if you wanna really bring everything back together, a powder foundation can be great for that. Just be sure to use a setting spray afterward. So this one is from Milani, and this is the Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder. It's really, really good. The other one that I really love, which I think you might have to buy this on Amazon now, it's harder to find. But if you see this, scoop it up. This is like my third one and I love it. This is the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. I have the shade 110 and I love setting my concealer with this because it just kind of brightens everything up. And it's not shimmery, but it just adds this very, very subtle glow. And then for contour, you guys, Wet n Wild knocks it out of the park. I have talked about how this one right here is such a great dupe for the Marc Jacobs duos where, you know, you have the darker and lighter. This is great. It works well. Contour your nose, contour your cheekbones, nice pan size, and blends really beautifully. And I think I just broke the contour. Moving on from there, we're kind of trying to stay in order. Let's talk about blush. I have a few from L'Oreal, you guys, the new ones that smell like fruit. I am so shocked because they do smell delicious, like fresh fruit, like fruity shampoo, but it's a blush. It smells so nice. Totally unnecessary, but hey, it does make it a little more fun to use. I don't know, I kind of like it. And this one right here in the shade Bashful, it's just this like beautiful peach. It has kind of this like silky finish that is not shiny. And what I like about L'Oreal blushes is you really can just like sweep them on and they don't grab any of the wetter areas on your face. Like if you didn't, you know, powder your foundation down, it will still just blend out beautifully and it builds up without being patchy. I also really love the True Match Super Blendable Blush in, what shade are you? Baby Blossom. This one is like a diehard favorite. I love this shade. It is the perfect, more cool toned baby pink that doesn't look purple or weird on the skin. Like it doesn't pull any weird color. It just actually looks like this beautiful baby pink. So I love that. I also still really love the Almay Smart shade in Coral. This one just gives you like a nice peachy kind of a thing. I'm wearing it today. It's definitely one that is not strong at first. You want to build, build, build. So good when you do. So take your time with this one. If you like a natural flush, I think you will love this. Not in the mix here, but Makeup Revolution, $5 matte blushes. Those are also excellent. All right, highlight, highlight, highlight. Oh my gosh, I cannot get enough of this one from Pixi. This duo, like look at, doesn't it look unique? And it is. It has such an interesting texture. Like it's beautiful. You can use this wet or dry, it transforms forms, it foils, but it doesn't look heavy. Like, I don't know, it just looks like this blinding highlight from within somehow, and I love this. This is Delicate Dew. They have a few different duos. This is my favorite. I think it's beautiful. Master Chrome, this is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing it here, I'm wearing it here, I'm wearing it here, I'm wearing it here. I think if I had to pick one drugstore highlighter, even though I love the Pixi one, I think this one would be it. I love the way this looks on my skin. I love the color of it. They did bring out a new shade that I'm just like, you guys, I'm dying to try this new shade. I already forgot what it's called. They're building on the Chrome collection, and I love that. I'm reiterating this. I mean, everybody already knows I love Butter Everything from Physicians Formula. So their bronzers, which you can purchase individually, are some of my favorites from the drugstore. The cream highlights though, if you like a cream highlight and you want that texture, they are stunning. And you can use them as eyeshadow as well. They have a little more of a glittery vibe to them, so make sure you're okay with that because it is a strong highlight. And then let's move on to eyes. What I'm wearing today is actually the Milani Basic Mattes. This one is a completely matte set like this. I also did use a few of the foiled shades in this one right here, which is the Must Have Metallics. If you like cool tones, I think you will really, really love the Must Have Neutrals. If you're looking for a palette where you can get everything done that you need, from something dark for the outer edge, something in the crease, something to highlight the brow bone, you're probably gonna find what you need in this palette right here. And the quality is there. I have to say, I definitely am really, really into the Paradise palette from L'Oreal. You have to be okay with the kind of texture that is in here. I will link the video below where I swatch and try on this palette, but it wore all day long. And the thing is, it's very powdery texture, but once you blend it on the eye, it kind of just fluffs and like shadows out, and it gives you this blurred type of effect. It can be messy. This definitely is a messy palette. Oh my God, that just woke me right up. It's so messy that the dust will make you sneeze, but you're gonna look beautiful and it smells good, like a peach. I'm holding on to it. I really, really am into it. Single eyeshadows. If you watched my declutter part 2, you saw one of the drawers I completely cleared out. Like originally there were probably like 100 eyeshadows in there, and I sat long and hard and I did this on the floor, and this is probably why it took me so long to make that video and edit this whole room down, because I would sit there and I'd be like, hello. Oh, you swatch nice. You're beautiful. And I'd like have a weird moment with my eyeshadow. Basically, I ended up getting rid of so much stuff, but what I held on to is the best. And I'm gonna share it with you right now because a lot of it is drugstore. So L'Oreal they have set the bar high when it comes to metallic single eyeshadows. The Infallible Paints Metallics, this one in Brass Knuckles especially, oh my gosh, you guys, this color is a dream. It is not too warm or coppery. It does not look, you know, kind of muddy and cool. It's just gorgeous, easy to work with, wears really well. And then the other one that I am just so obsessed with is Rose Chrome. If you need a peach shade that is really gonna just like, bam, pull peach, but also be very bright, you will love this. And then I have to say, from the Galaxy collection, this is one of the prettiest purples that I have ever found at the drugstore. It's iridescent, but it's lilac, but it also has such nice depth. They have kind of a creamy feel to them that almost feels borderline wet, but when you blend it out, it's gonna sit on the lid perfectly. It's gonna wear all day long, and you can use them wet or dry. Oh, we can't forget this single right here. It's called the Glow Down from Maybelline. So good if you are on a maximum, like I can't spend more than, you know, $10 at the drugstore, but I need something new in my makeup collection. This is $3.99, and you could use this as highlight. You can use it as shadow. You can use this really for so many different things. And I think the tone of it will work for so many different skin tones. It's just the perfect metallic champagne shade, and I love the texture of it. And then I also have the City Mini palette in Rooftop Bronzes. Again, similar texture to the L'Oreal Paradise. It is powdery, there will be fallout. You probably want to do your eyes before you do your face, but you will be able to come up with such a beautiful, gorgeous look. Anytime that I have worn this, I have just throughout the day been like, wow, like my eyes look bronzy and kind of just effortless, and I love it. Also, I want to chat about some eyeliner. I have two of them that I'm, keeping hold of, the Laquer liner from L'Oreal and then the Maybelline Eye Studio in black. Both of them are pretty much the same. It's preference. If I had to pick one or the other, I like the L'Oreal one. It just doesn't crumble on me so much. Like I never have an issue with it like smearing everywhere. And the Maybelline one sometimes does that. I don't know why, but they are both really good, really creamy. They dry down matte. You have a lot of control with it. All right, for lashes, if you are looking for some good ones, I would definitely go with Ardell Wispies or the Demi Wispies. They just have that separation here where they look very natural, and it ends up giving you a more expensive look on the eye than kind of the short, more jaggedy cut ones. Oh my gosh, I still have more eye stuff. These are an old favorite of mine. This particular shade, Bronze Taupe. I mean, this is like back in the Madness Monday days. I used to really obsess over these. Look at that bronze. Yes, more cool toned, really rich. This whole range has everything you need. If you want a pressed pigment, go ahead and go straight to L'Oreal. You will not be disappointed with these. If you want a good liner, then we have this Essence eyeliner pen. It is waterproof. I will also link below a very extensive look at drugstore black eyeliners, everything from gel, pencil, liquid, because I don't want to stay here too long. I already kind of did that. So from there, we want to talk about mascara. We can already guess the other one that I'm looking for. Actually, it's over here because I wore it today. Lash Paradise and then Kokie. I also want to mention Essence mascara and Worth the Hype, but I don't have it on hand because I'm being good and I'm not opening up like 5 mascaras because really mascara goes bad after 3 months. You want to get it out of here. You don't want an eye infection. You don't want to sty. So I am trying to go through my mascaras before I'm like, let's use this one. Let's use that one. You know what I'm saying? For cream eyeshadow, we didn't chat about that at all, but Revlon Colorstay kills it. You guys, these feel kind of like the Chanel shadows. And if you want a really good base, or if you're someone that just wants to take a cream and just one color and mascara and out the door, I think you will really enjoy these. Some of my favorite shades are 735, 715, which is matte, and then 710, which is more of a coppery bronze. I'll show you guys. Beautiful, right? Okay, eyes are done. Check. Moving on to lips, I have a lot. As we know, this seems to be the area of my life that I just cannot get rid of the lipsticks. I don't know why. I want to share with you guys, if you like a good retractable liner, go with L'Oreal Color Riche. Look, I mean, like, I'll show you again. Look how just like, bam, really smooth and creamy. Beautiful color range. This one right here is Rose Infinite. Rose, I can't even read it. It is so small. Rose. We'll just call it Rose. Flower Cosmetics. They are now at Ulta, you guys. I need to try more from the line. I picked up a bunch and I am going to be putting them to the test, but I'm super excited because Flower has great quality and I'm actually wearing their lip liner today in Toffee. This is the Petal Pout lip liner. Again, retractable, really smooth and beautiful. I also super love the shade Rose. Hey, I have 2 favorites that are called Rose. This one is much brighter. I also super love the Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses in Natural from Rimmel, and then Milani Color Statement in number 4. I have another favorite. Oh, this is Rose Absolute. It's like a little bit lighter and more kind of nudie pink than the first one that I showed you guys. So super beautiful. From there, liquid lips. I'm not gonna talk about Pixi liquid lipsticks because I've talked about that like 20 times, but those are really good. The Kokie Lip Powders, I have been back into these in like such a big way. They go on like a dream. The color selection is beautiful. It feels sophisticated. They wear really well. As far as something that has impressed me more than I thought it would impress me, these chocolate scented liquid lips from L'Oreal. Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally ate a burger the other day, like just like, you know, and I was expecting to get that thing right here when your lip kind of touches your chin. I was expecting it to crackle off, for the oil to disturb it, but I kind of like wiped my mouth clean after eating and I was like, wait a second. This is like better than expensive liquid lips. You guys try these out. They're sticky at first for a minute and then they're beautiful for like 10 hours. It's the craziest thing. I super love them. Also, still totally into these L'Oreal Color Riche balms. They are super shiny. They are the best thing ever if you have chapped lips and you want to disguise that, or if you just want something colorful with a boatload of shine but you don't want like a gloppy gloss on top. These are so good. This is like my original love, 903C from Wet n Wild. I'm wearing that in the middle of my lips right now. This is such a good one to just kind of just like make your pout a little more pouty. I love working that one in with other lipsticks and glosses and doing that whole thing. Also, if you're looking for just a really solid lipstick from the drugstore, Maybelline has the best collections. They have mattes, metallics, the vivids. I'm really into these ones right here. I have the shade Beige Babe. I have Peach Buff. I have Naked Coral, which is what I am wearing right now. Beautiful. Is this not just like creamy, smooth, beautiful, gorgeous? The pigmentation is always there. It is always consistent. I love it. To top these off, sometimes I do like to reach for the Vivid Hot Lacquers. I reviewed these last spring or summer and I still reach for them, still use them. Really good nudes at the drugstore that are glossy, that have that opacity to them. It almost kind of reminds me of an Anastasia Butter Gloss, where it's just like very, very rich in pigment, super, super glossy. And then if you're looking for a good plump hard candy, surprised me so much. This is Pink Cadillac and I love this. It feels good. It's a plumping serum. Wear it over lipstick, wear it on its own. It's just a beautiful product. You can find that at Walmart, and then at Target you can pick up this. It's a Pixi Lip Icing in Cake. Oh my goodness, I am wearing this today. I cannot get enough of it. I'm almost done. I'm just like speed racer through this video. It's down to the wire. Oh my God. Okay, we have one final thing to chat about, and that is how to set your face to perfection so all your hard work lasts all day. Or if you are over powdered, you can get a little bit more dewy. So at the drugstore, my favorites, you guys, because of the mist on here, holy smokes. Does that not feel high-end? Yes, it does. You're not gonna get any of those water droplets on your face, and these work. This is the Seal the Deal long-lasting setting spray from Flower. They also have a dewy version. Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist with hyaluronic acid. This has been a go-to favorite. I've turned my girlfriends, my sisters, my mom onto this one. Everybody loves it. If you need something similar to Urban Decay All-Nighter from the drugstore, this is the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. Really does help your wear time with your makeup. It will extend the look of your makeup from, you know, day to night. This is kind of the same thing. This is the Natural Finish setting spray from Wet n Wild, but it is much more budget friendly than everything else I have shown you here. This is $5. And that is my updated Tati's Mega Ultimate Drugstore Hit List guides. These are my favorites that I would recommend over and over and over. So I hope that you found this list informative and good, and that you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, that you liked the video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I post 5 days a week. Hit the bell so that you are notified of my upcoming videos. And I love you guys so much. I hope you are having a great day, whatever you are doing. I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.